All right, hi there. I'm Christina, and I'm going to walk you quickly through my app. It all started in ChatGPT with the following prompt. I'd like to brainstorm with you to create an app. The core idea of this app is that of a pen pal. You start writing a letter to an imaginary friend, and the friend responds. Please help me build out this idea. And this whole idea is just based on coming up with something that sounded kind of fun, actually, and gave me good purpose to try out some of these tools. There wasn't really a business idea behind here, full disclosure, but it was fun regardless. What was super impressive with ChatGPT was that it immediately gave me really good ideas about core experience, actual user journeys, features, even business models. And I sort of hooked into that and built that out a little bit until at the very end, I'm just going to scrub through. I whittled it down to something that I could plug into Replit. I ended up saying, look, I want to build this. Please help me approach building this in Replit. What should be my first prompt? And it answered it and gave me the full first prompt here. It gave me the idea that I would start with a React frontend, a Flask Python backend with a Postgres SQL database. So off I was, switching into Replit. I've been working on this for several days now, always sort of in the evening. I found the environment very enjoyable. So I'm going to just kind of scrub a little bit through my chat here. This goes quite a bit. Definitely there were lots of errors and you have to keep going, you have to keep going. There was a point where I thought I wasn't going to overcome a particular error, but I just keep kind of hacking away at it. Eventually, the error was fixed, basically. So you have to be very specific what you're seeing, I found. Telling it, here's the behavior I'm seeing, I'm clicking on this page, this is what I'm expecting. And you just kind of repeat that and on the fifth time, and all of a sudden it's fixed. I loved the interface here between seeing progress and a web view and the console. All of the UI affordances in this tool are just phenomenal, I found. I enjoyed it quite a bit. And let's see how much money I burned through. Let's go to the account and look at usage. We have burned through in the billing. I've used $14 of my $25 allowance here of my monthly credit. All right, now let's switch to the app in which you write letters to imaginary friends. All right, from me to you. Obviously, there's a login. The authentication was the toughest one to solve. You don't really need to read. There's a little bit of fluff here that Replit gave me free of charge. I would strip that down if I was really going to deploy this app. But you will register, and then after initial registration, you can log into this tool. I'm gonna just go ahead and do that. And here's my dashboard, all the letters that I've already received or that I've received. But let's just go ahead and write a letter. That's the whole idea here, right? And you can write letters in two ways. You can either browse the public profiles of people who have registered in here and who toggled their profile on. So in your profile, you can say, yes, make my profile public, and that makes it discoverable for others. And discoverable is just your username, your location, and your bio, if you filled in a bio. Okay, so back to write a letter. And if you don't have anybody that you want to reach out to, you can write a letter to AI. And so that would be a pen pal, such a AI friend. You create one. If you haven't created one, you can create one, and you can give that pen pal a persona. So I have my Seattle AI pen pal here. And now I can go ahead and write a letter. So let's just, let's see if I can quickly create a letter here in, I'll just do a new chat. Please write a short, fun letter to my imaginary coffee loving friend in Seattle. Something like that. Okay, so I spare you the time it takes me to write a letter. Let's just see what it comes up with here. Ooh, I already like this. Okay. I like it. See, it already makes me laugh. I'm gonna plug that in there, and hi pal. Okay, this looks good. I'm gonna send, oh no, I'm gonna auto-generate my subject line here because I'm too lazy to come up with something myself. And I'm gonna send the letter. And that's going now to my imaginary friend. It tells me that the letter has been sent. I say okay to that. And boom, in my inbox, I have an immediate response. I'm gonna click on that. And here I get my response from my imaginary PayPal. That, my friends, is my app. Enjoy.